Suzy Post. Suzanne Post of Louisville, Kentucky, March 19, 1933, January 2, 2019, was an award-winning civil rights activist in the struggle against discrimination and social injustice in Kentucky. She joined a student branch of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People while a student at Indiana University. She earned a degree in English literature from the University of California, Berkeley in 1955, and returned to Kentucky in her late 20s to live near her extended family in Louisville. Civil rights leadership. Ms. Post has been a social justice advocate since the 1950s, when the civil rights movement was first organized in Louisville. Sit-ins at segregated businesses were followed by the open housing movement, which challenged the cultural norms in real estate transactions that kept homeowners separated by race and religion. In 1969, Post became president of the Kentucky Civil Liberties Union, later the American Civil Liberties Union of Kentucky. KCLU provided legal representation for those arrested at many open housing marches, and Post worked with others to raise bail before an open housing law was finally adopted. While president of the KCLU, Post organized the first statewide women's conference and served as chair of the Kentucky Pro-Equal Rights Amendment Alliance. Representatives came from a cross-section of Louisville's social justice community, and Mayor Harvey I. Sloan afterwards provided the Louisville-Jefferson County Human Relations Commission with funds to hire staff to monitor discrimination against women. Post worked for the local commission for 8 years. By 1972, the KCLU and the Kentucky Commission on Human Rights both filed a school desegregation lawsuit against the Louisville-Jefferson County Board of Education, which led finally to the development of a controversial busing plan in 1975. As the mother of 5 children in public schools at that time, Post was seen by the group advised by Robert Sedler, KCLU's volunteer general counsel and tenured law professor at the University of Kentucky, to be the best candidate to serve as the plaintiff. By 1975, the court ordered desegregation policy for the Jefferson County public school system was one of the first in the country. Post also monitored the educational institution's compliance with Title IX prohibiting sex discrimination in education. When she was elected to the National American Civil Liberties Union (ACLU) Board of Directors, she organized a women's caucus to improve the status of women on the national board, and directed the strategy planning in 1972 whereby the National ACLU made women's rights its top priority. As part of the 1960s and 70s anti-war movement in Louisville, as the chair of the KCLU, she worked to protect the rights of the protesters, but also at times, along with other radicals like Anne and Carl Braden, broke the law personally by hiding soldiers fleeing from nearby Fort Knox. Providing space for meetings and access to printing machines, the Bradens and Post served as a sort of underground railroad for Kentuckians seeking to avoid military service in Vietnam. After leaving the Human Relations Commission in 1982, Post became the director of KCLU. She stayed there until 1990, when she accepted a job as founding director of the Metropolitan Housing Coalition (MHC), where she organized a fair housing committee to monitor local compliance with fair housing law. She resigned from MHC in 2006 and remains its director emeritus. She has received numerous awards from many state and local organizations, including the Kentucky Commission on Human Rights Hall of Fame 2007. She remains a member of the NAC, the ACLU of Kentucky, and the Kentucky Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. Ms. Post was a connector in the Leadership Louisville Center's Connector Project, recognizing her success in the past, and has the ability to create and influence change in the Louisville and southern Indiana region. Suzy Post passed away January 2, 2019 at her home.